everybody, welcome back to another Skiff Smasher Showcase. I am Wonderful Skiff, and today we have Wake. What's up?
Hey, what's up? Just chilling. Got done commentating Heartland Cruise, and we're doing this right after it, so.
Yeah, just we got the finals done, so we're finally done with that Heartland Cruise action. For those who are unaware, Wake was on the Tuesday shift. I was on the Thursday shift. Him and Lieutenant Fleece just finished up the finals. Congratulations to Icon for taking that victory.
Another win for Icon.
Another win for Icon, I guess. No, but seriously, no, good for them. They played a really solid season.
Yeah.
They pretty much killed it. Like Scar was just an absolute lunatic half the time. So
I hope they do a second one.
It would be cool, but I think a lot of people got tired of the Heartland Cruise thing. I think if it was more like a bracket, some people probably would have been really okay with it.
It should be a little bit more streamlined.
Yeah, but that's fine. That's fine. Anyway, we're gonna get right into this. You know, I just like to get right into these games, and the first question I'd like to ask people is always, where does your tag come from?
Oh, so, wow, that's a good question. I forgot that's how you started these. Basically, so the short answer is I thought Wake sounded cool, because I had to pick one. Like, I basically didn't have one, and then it was like, oh, it's first tournament time, what do you do? And the answer was, well, I like water, so I didn't actually main Greninja at the time, so.
You just kind of worked out that way?
Yeah, it's a good Greninja main tag. Oh shit. But long story is that like wake means to awaken from a state of sleep, obviously. And I kind of didn't have a lot of friends going into my junior year of college, and I made a ton of them through Smash, so I figured that Wake was a fitting tag.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, so nothing super crazy, but yeah, you know, everybody's got their own origin story, you know. So good stuff. Like, I mean, it's not as like creative as some tags can be, but it's just like what's important to you and stuff like that and what matters. So
you're right, yeah. I mean, I like them short and simple too. Like, I feel like some people are like Mr. Whatever, and then it's like, man, that's a mouthful.
Yeah. So moving on from there, obviously we're here because of the game of Smash Bros. And good up there. I like to kind of figure out, you know, what are obviously like results. We both compete. So what are some results that you're proud of, or it could be online, offline, regardless?
So coming into like offline, I've kind of always been like an up and comer. Like, just our mid-level scene in Iowa is like insane. Like, it's super competitive. So I've been like stuck in that for a really long time. I'm hoping that I can break out soon. I've kind of had that on Wi-Fi. I've had a lot of really good things. Like, I beat my first PR player on Wi-Fi. I got 8th on the Wi-Fi PR. So
there you go. So you got progress for sure.
Yes.
So who was the PR player?
Trey John.
Oh, okay, Trey John's actually really sick.
Yeah, I've been really close to beating him a couple times, but I just never was able to do it on Wi-Fi or on LAN Wi-Fi. I actually beat him in. Oh my god, that killed me. I beat him in winners of a tournament, and then he brought it back through ranks and took the tournament over me.
Gotcha. So I mean, you do have a win though. So
yes, yeah.
A dub's a dub. That's just how it works. So from there, like obviously, you know, you're a pretty average player, you'd say, in your region, or you'd say above average?
That's a good question. I'd say I'm above average, but I think I'm like sick as fuck. So
I think that's like every Greninja main. Every Greninja main I've ever met thinks like they're king shit.
Right, yeah.
Just that mentality.
It's really dope. I mean, if you're to ask me like 2 or 3, that's if you're to ask me like, I don't know, before all this Wi-Fi stuff started, I would've been like, yeah, I'm like pretty average. But now I think I'm like getting a good grasp of the game. So.
God, I can't do anything against Greninja. It's not like the first time we played. I was just bopping the shit out of you.
Hey, it was late, dude.
There we go. No, we're getting it started now. Oh, now we are. No, now we are. No, now we are. No, now we are. All right. So anyway, let's get back to like the you know what this is all about here. So,
Just talk and let me body you. You can't talk and talk and body.
just let me hit my side B. I worked hard for these.
No.
What the? I'm surprised I didn't hit you at all there. So, how long have you been in the scene, actually?
So I've been in the scene for like 2 years now, I think. So I did not play Smash 4.
Okay.
I actually would have, but my gamepad for my Wii didn't work. So instead of playing Smash 4, I played Melee with my roommate.
Okay. So you come from a Melee background?
Yeah, I don't know if you can even say that. I was pretty garbage at Melee, so.
I mean, you still started out in some humble roots, I'd say.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm actually really upset that side B didn't get you. So you've been in the scene for about a couple years and stuff like that, right? So are there any like moments that kind of stick out to you, like particularly, or is it just like?
Oh yeah, there's one of my favorite like stories from like my Smash career so far. There's a really small local in Carroll, Iowa. It's a really like small scene. I love all the players from there. Like we both taught each other like so much, and they're like a couple years younger than me. So it's, like I've kind of been like an older brother to them, like almost. It feels like that anyway. But anyway, in grands of that tournament, in that tournament, I got upset like super early and like made a crazy losers run all the way to grands. And the guy that was in grands had not dropped a set. He like 3-0'd me really bad.
Yeah.
In winners. And I came back and got the bracket reset, and the commentator goes, "And Wake has woke up the entire venue," and it was just so sick. Like everybody popped off. It was so cool.
So it's like it's one of those like smaller things that just like kind of really sticks out
to you. Yeah,
but
like everybody was just into it, and they're like, "Hell yeah, let's go!" It was really awesome.
That's good. Anything else, or just like is that kind of like the biggest moment?
That's like been the most like standout moments for me. It's like the small, like that small event was just really awesome. And there've been a lot of like really cool events I've gone to. Like I've traveled with a lot of like the PR players because I've wanted to get good for so long. I've been like traveled like Sandbag and Welfare to like Heartland Showdown, like Paradigm Shift, like all that stuff. So there are a lot of fun times to be had there, but nothing like particularly stands out of like, oh, this really cool thing happened.
Yeah. I mean, when you get to go to a lot of regionals, I feel like a lot of memories get made through that alone, you know?
Actually, there's at Paradigm Shift, it was a C tier, like Iowa's first C tier. Or I guess, I don't know, I'm actually really bad with geography. I don't know what state Iowa borders, but I think it was actually on the border of like, it was like Illinois, I think. But I played for the Carroll boys again. They had a cruise tournament, and it was ISU's team and like Davenport, and then ISU's B team, which was the Carroll boys. They were going to Iowa State next year, and I subbed in for them, and like it was just a 3-person tournament, but I just dominated the other team. It was so fun.
Man, I just want to get a hit. Here it is. But that's pretty cool though, I guess. I don't know. I feel like there's always something cool about, you know, like a crowd popping off for you. I feel like there's like always just a particularly good moment and stuff like that.
That energy and like that moment is like unlike anything I'd ever experienced. I've never had like I've been like a play and stuff, like people clap for the end of it, but it's like, yeah, good show. Like it's not like someone explicitly telling you, yo, that was sick. But like an entire crowd pops off for you, and it's like, wow, like it's just the support is like unlike anything.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty cool though. So kind of moving on from there, let's kind of get into like your gameplay and style. So obviously you're a Greninja main. You think that you're a lot sicker than you actually are.
Did you not see how I killed you the last game? That was radical.
No, but
see my combo videos.
But yeah, so you're a Greninja main. So obviously you kind of have like a really aggressive play style. There's a lot of conversions, a lot of very tight inputs and stuff like that. So, but
I think. I'll let you finish your thought.
Yeah, you better. I mean, I'm the host here.
Sorry.
So, like, where do you put your play style? How do you think you play, and like, what do you look for?
So I'm pretty like bait and punish heavy. Like I move really fast, but like I'm not always throwing out moves. Like sometimes I'll contest like spaces for these areas. Like he's actually a pretty awful rushdown character. Like you can't play him pure rushdown or you just like get steamrolled by shield options. So I like play very heavy bait and punish, but like my punish game is really good, so it like looks aggressive. But when I get a hit, I just take it really far. So.
Okay. Is that it?
Yeah, I mean that's really it. My punish game's really sick.
So is that like your more comfortable play style too? Just like waiting for baits and just kind of doing your best with that?
Yeah, I definitely try to figure out what the other person's game plan is. Like my philosophy with Greninja is like people are like, wow, this character isn't top like 15 or whatever, and he's so fast. Like if you can just like even if they shield, like you can still grab it. He has a grab. It's not that bad.
I mean, he's got like what, like one of the most ridiculous turnaround grabs in the game.
Yeah, his pivot grabs. It's like frame 20. No, it's like frame 13 or something.
Yeah,
like,
but how far it reaches?
It's huge. Yeah.
It is like huge for no reason. Like
Ninja's really good at like you can make someone like against a lot of the like faster characters you'd play extremely different, but against like characters that aren't as fast, you can almost make them give up their game plan just because you can make it so hard for them to hit you. Like, I don't know. Like, normally you're going for a lot of side Bs, right? And if you use side B, I'm punishing you for it.
I'm getting some of them.
Oh, yeah, of course. That's Wi-Fi.
Alright, I'll get down from this and you're gonna regret everything you've done to me. Alright, so yeah, so definitely a big, like, bait and punish style and stuff like that. But, like, so we kind of went over this a little bit, but kind of want to know, a little more about it. So like, because we went over this briefly. Wow, it's been a while since I've done this video series, so I apologize if it just sounds so sloppy. But so like, what about like, so we know how you like to play and stuff like that, and how you kind of look. Ooh, let's go. So like, where do you think your current like skill level is and stuff like that, and like, where do you want it to be by the let's just say like by the end of like Alt's lifespan?
By the end of Ult's lifespan, I wanna be a household Greninja name. Like, I think I'm getting there. But I wanna be. It's like, oh, Wake is definitely like the best Greninja in the Midwest, or like maybe in the, like it's a far-fetched goal, but you know, I like setting them high because it's like it's not very fun to chase if it's a low goal.
Yeah, no, I get you.
And then like right now, I think I don't know if I could get PR like if online came back. I'm like close, I think, but. I could definitely get honorable mention. That's what I'm shooting for. And like when offline comes back.
So like kind of what we discussed earlier. Like you think you're above average in your area and stuff like that for sure.
Yeah, I definitely have like people I struggle against, but I've been like mid-level for so long, and like mid-level is huge, and it's like any of like there's like I don't know how many mid-level players there are, or what I would classify as mid-level, but there's a lot of them, and like any of us will like occupy like 7th through like 13th. And it's just like it's really a toss-up of how anyone's playing that day because it can go either way.
I get you. I don't know. I feel like you got what it takes to make some good like top 8 runs and stuff like that when offline comes back.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, yeah, you definitely come from a really strong region though, because like what is it? You got Scar and Welfare Pickles are like what, your number 1 and 2, right?
Right. Yeah. And then like our other PR members, like we have pretty solid members like Eric and Levi. And then there's like P-Easy's really good too. He's like definitely the best Falcon in the Midwest. Despite what Sir Dank would say about that. P-Easy toasted Sir Dank in the first 5, so.
Oh, I didn't think I was gonna grab Blitzer.
Our region's just like really strong, in my opinion. I've always been proud to be Iowa, but it's like our region's actually just nuts.
Oh! I saw you hanging on there. I figured I'd try something, and it worked out.
I wanted you to go low so I could dare you.
I'm not gonna go down there. Are you kidding me? I'm in Cineroar.
Hey, you'd be
save
you'd be
replay.
How many people try to do that though?
I'm saving that replay though, because I really like the way that ended.
That was good, yeah.
But anyway, I mean, I think you've been winning the majority of the games here. Let's look at the KOs. Actually, we're tied in KOs. But anyway, that doesn't matter. So, yeah, so you definitely think that you're above average player in your area. I think I'm inclined to agree. I've seen how some of you guys play and stuff like that. I mean, I don't know everything about the Iowa scene, but like,
yeah, you're decently acquainted with it.
I'm slightly acquainted with it. You know, I know.
Definitely tell if I was bullshit.
Yeah, I actually would, because what was it? I had one of those videos with welfare pickles as well. So like, if you're all like, yeah, I'm better than welfare pickles, I'm like, I don't know.
I don't know about that one, Chief.
He's really good. But anyway, we're still talking about you here. So like, continuing off like on your gameplay style and like how confident you feel about yourself, like what do you think are some of your weaknesses? And it could just be like you as a player, you when you're playing Greninja or whatever. So
so for the longest time, I was notorious in my region for hating zoners. I just hated them so much. I still kind of do, but like I think that's just like the nature of this game is to be like a little campy than most, you know. So I don't really fault people for playing like that anymore. I used to be one of my biggest problems.
Yeah, no, I think that's kind of a problem that a lot of people in Smash actually struggle with. It's like, dude, hey, some people are just built to play these particular play styles, man. You got to get used to it.
I mean, that's like, I struggle against like, I don't know, like people that don't fall for like, if I'm not able to bait you and you're just like, no, this is what you're doing. Like people that are like very like ice cold killers, I struggle against. It's like I definitely am kind of on the other side of that coin, where I try to play like very fast and aggressive.
Yeah, I hear you.
People that are just like, nope, I'm gonna sit and shield, throw projectile, you get close to me, safe option. Like kind of hard for me to deal with as a player. I'm getting a lot better at it, but definitely like. There are also like a lot of matchups where like a lot of my friends are like, yeah, Harrison's pretty good, but like if he fights a Nesson bracket, like he's screwed.
Yeah.
So like
some people just have like character blocks and stuff like that. Do you think you have a character block, or is it just like kind of zoners and just patient players in general?
Not anymore. I used to have a huge problem against Ness and like Rob, Pikachu, and I'm like pretty good at those matchups now. I've definitely put the work in.
That's good.
Yeah.
Because I know I kind of struggle with that that kind of particular play style too. Like we have this one player up in North Dakota, Lamomo. Super patient. He plays DDD's his main, but he'll also pull out like a Donkey Kong and Bowser, and he's so patient with the way he plays. He takes his time.
That's really interesting.
Yeah, dude, it's wild. Like he plays very defensive, but like you can't get mad at him because he's literally like the nicest dude ever. And like I could take games off him, but I've yet to take a set off him. And it's just like, because I start to get like, you know, really frustrated and I get like finicky and stuff. So I kind of understand where you're coming from, at least on that part.
Yeah, and like a big part of why I think I've been getting a lot better is I've been able to like see the other side of that coin, where it's like you play slow and patient, and a lot of people crumble against it.
Yeah.
A lot of people crumble against the other way, where you're playing fast.
It kind of depends on like
you have to be able to manage how you're like operating your character. Because some people just aren't fazed by that stuff.
Right. No, I get that. Like, cause I know like I try to play very aggressive, you know, being an Incineroar main and stuff like that. Cause like, you know, it just kind of works that way. I could probably benefit by playing a lot more with bait and punish and stuff, but like I don't. And like I know like when I play against certain like fast characters who are just able to like smother me, it gets real frustrating. I start pressing buttons and panic all the time. So.
Oh yeah.
So I totally get what you're saying there. That was a really awkward option, and for some reason I was like, I'm gonna do this.
Feel like that sometimes.
Oh, this is a big one.
That's I'm down.
Yeah.
No.
So anyway, so we kind of got through like a lot of questions there about, you know, who you are as a player and stuff like that. But I kind of want to bring up another topic. So you are also a commentary person.
Yes.
So I kind of want to know, like, what are some events that you've commentated that you're pretty proud of?
So I actually don't have a whole lot of events. I kind of do it for fun. It's really been hard. Oh my god. I was talking. There are like a lot of like regional events that I've commentated at, but I don't have anything like super big. I like was kind of just starting out when Corona hit. So.
Okay, well, I mean, I guess that's it's also like another, I think, similarity I have with you, because like I've really only been doing commentary for like a year, so I get it. But like, what's the regionals you've done?
I've commentated at like, oh man, what's it called? It's like, I don't know what it's called. It's an event in Illinois, and I commentated that. I've commentated a lot of our Iowa regionals, Damapalooza. Actually, I commentated.
Okay.
That was a fun trip going up to, I think it was in South Dakota? Yeah, South Dakota.
Yep. Yeah, I was in Sioux Falls, or right outside Sioux Falls.
Yep, Slip was really nice and housed me. It was really good time.
Slip's a homie.
For sure. Shout outs to Slip.
That's pretty cool. So what about some online events? Have you done anything like outside the Heartland Cruise League? Have you been able to hop on anything?
Yeah, there's like I've commentated a couple Shell Shocks.
Okay.
Oh man, there's like I remove myself from the Discord from a couple of them just because I didn't want to do the events anymore. But they're like a bunch of smaller like events that I commentated. I should probably try to get into bigger ones, but I just like I've been kind of busy with school now, so.
No, I get you. School is definitely a pretty big thing, especially with how much like they kind of expect you to do like differently. I don't know. Are you doing more of the online stuff?
Everything I have this semester is online.
Well, that's good at least. Oh. So yeah, I mean that's pretty cool. Like I just think it's fun to kind of like talk to like other commentators about like their experience and stuff like that. So like, what is actually I got a good question for you. What is your favorite character to do commentary for?
You can guess.
Is it Greninja? That's kind of boring.
Oh yeah, it is boring, but I mean it's like very typical of like Greninja player. Oh, they think their character's so sick. Yeah, we do.
I mean, no, I think that's fair because I think there's so much I think Greninja like is kind of left to be, discovered on Greninja and stuff like that. So I think like when you see like other Greninjas and stuff like that doing stuff for the first time, I think it gets exciting, Yeah. Like it's not like Incineroar has a high skill ceiling, so I don't get super excited when I watch like Incineroars. I mean, I do because I love Incineroar, but like I don't sit there and be like, oh, whoa, that was crazy.
Yeah, I think like favorite character I don't play would be like Fox. I love watching Fox.
Yeah, a good Fox is always fun to watch. For me, online has been Bowser Jr. I don't know if you done.
I hate that.
Dude, I don't know what it is. Maybe I've just been spoiled, but I've watched some really cool Bowser Juniors, and it's just a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, I just think Clown Car is super hard to deal with on Wi-Fi. So.
Oh yeah. It doesn't stop from what I think looks cool though,
Right. Yeah. I mean, you're entitled to that.
Damn, that sounded so passive aggressive.
No, I didn't mean for it to
I know. Yeah, you're allowed to think that.
Yeah, you get your opinions. This is America.
Okay, well, I mean, I guess I kind of know where you stand though. But yeah, I guess I haven't done a whole lot of Greninja. Actually, I got to do MK Leo's Greninja before. That was actually a lot of fun.
Hey, he uses the same skin I do. You know that?
Let's go. Does it give you like a little power up when it happens? You see him using your skin and you get a little excited about it?
A little bit, yeah.
You're like, that's me.
Everyone actually clowns on this skin, but it's my favorite.
That's the color I use actually when I play Greninja.
Yeah.
Not that I like play Greninja, but if I pick them for some reason, that's the one I use. Yeah. Like my Greninja is very raw, and by raw I mean it might give you salmonella.
It's pretty sick, dude.
Yeah, in a way. But good stuff. So at this kind of point, I kind of want to open up the floor a little bit to anything you might want to talk about. Like, are there any topics? It doesn't have to be Smash related. It could be something else within the Smash community or whatever. But it's kind of up to your choice because I like to kind of let the whoever I'm interviewing kind of express themselves a bit more, and it could be through anything. So
yeah.
You got anything you want to talk with me about?
I'm thinking. I'm trying to come up with something that's interesting to talk about. It's not gonna be a yep. Okay. So, so why'd you start playing Incineroar? Like, cause.
Oh, geez. I'm being interviewed.
Yeah. I'm now interviewing you.
So, what happened is like.
I'm just very interested.
Yeah. No. So personally, Incineroar is my favorite way to play this game right now. Right? I know he's not particularly like super good on any tier list or anything like that. But what it all came down to is after he was announced, I was kind of like, I don't know how I feel about it, right? But what happened is it's the amount of personality that Sakurai put into the character, like how he taunts after a lot of his moves and stuff like that. And I don't know, it's just there's just like the way he hits hard. Like I've always been a big heavy hitter character. I just love the way they feel and stuff like that. And Incineroar does a lot of really cool stuff that I like. But like I'm also like a fan of wrestling, so I knew he was I knew he was based off a wrestler originally anyway. It's supposed to be all like the heel character, like the bad guy. But like when Sakurai brought it over and he's like was showing off, you know, Incineroar the character and how he taunts after certain things and stuff like that, I was just kind of like, I don't know, there's so much character here. I love the way he plays. So like in all, I love this character. Yeah. I love every aspect of Incineroar in this game. I don't like the fact that he absolutely gets fucking shit on in some matchups. But you know what? It's what I choose to live.
I feel you. The reason I like Greninja so much is because like I feel like he's not like expressive like Incineroar is, but I feel like through his gameplay you can like learn a lot about him.
Oh yeah. No, he definitely has a lot going for him.
He reminds me of like Melee Fox. Like not really, because like they're obviously very different, right? But in that same way that like foxes, like every fox looks different, I think every Greninja looks different.
I think that's fair. I think that's a fair point to make. I mean, it's kind of hard to compare anything to Melee Fox in general. But I think that's at least a fair point. You know how like there's so many different styles to play the character. Stop trying to do this turnaround. Oh, okay, never mind. You got the grab. But yeah, no, I actually didn't always main Incineroar though. For a while, I was actually maining Rob. And it's only because, like, what happened is I got Rob on random one time and I was playing with friends. And I was doing, like, some pretty interesting shit. And I was like, yo, this character's kind of fun. What? Because I never thought I would have played Rob. And then I just kept messing around with him a bit. And then, you know, I was doing okay at some brackets. But then, like, but then what happened was, you know, I just got bored of the character. And I started playing Incineroar again. And I was like, why is he so fun? Why does this fit me so much? And that's just kind of how it is. Uh-oh. Fuck that grab.
Can't kill you, dude.
Let's go, heavies. Well, stop grabbing me. Try to do something else.
You're shielding while I gotta grab.
So anyway, besides trying to interview me, is there anything you want to talk about?
What's your favorite animal, Skiff?
Oh my god, we're really just going to continue to turn this into a whole thing. I don't really know what I have for a favorite animal anymore, to be honest.
I'm messing.
No, we're talking about this now.
No! I evaded.
But like, yeah, I really don't know like what my favorite animal is anymore. It used to be like penguins, and it was like kiwi birds and shit like that. It kind of switches around. I like birds. I think birds are just cool in general. So maybe just birds.
in general, birds.
Yeah,
birds
really are
cool.
pretty sick.
There's so many different kinds of birds too.
Yeah, I know, right? You can eat some of them. It's pretty awesome.
Some of them you can't eat. It's really.
Some of them you shouldn't eat. You know, it's too much work. Yeah, I don't think so, buddy.
Which bird is too much work?
I don't know. I feel like eating a canary just wouldn't be worth it.
I think you're right. Oh.
Yeah, my back air is pretty nice. Oh, I hate that grab.
What? That was just my standing grab.
Yeah, and I still hate it.
Something I would like to talk about is like, do you think that players that are getting good online right now are going to be good offline?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes. Okay, so here's the reason why I say that. Obviously, there's a very big difference between online and offline, right? Like, I'm not denying that. However, I still think online is a decent way to learn a lot about the game. Now, I feel like a lot of people have learned a lot about this game online, you know, since like it's kind of been the main way to compete. But the same thing is like it's up to those players to incorporate what they learn online to offline. Because like I know people make fun of the whole Wi-Fi warrior ranking, and I get it. But at the same time, like, that's still something. You're still really good at something. Now, whether or not someone else thinks it's invalid or valid, it doesn't really matter to me, you know? I just think it's kind of weird how some people react to it. But overall, I think there are going to be a lot of people. I think when offline actually comes back, it is going to be a big surprise for some people. I think we're going to see, especially at majors, I think we're going to see some people who are on the brink of becoming great finally hit their strides. I think we're going to see some names that we hadn't heard of before start to make some really big plays. It's not going to be all the same people, because obviously there's going to be some people who just benefit better in an online environment. But I think in general, once we get back to offline, I think there's going to be some real changes. I think there's like you're gonna have your typical people. You're gonna have your MKLeo, you're gonna have your Mars and all that shit, and you're gonna have your Light. But we're gonna have some people who will really come out of the woodwork.
Yeah, because like I feel like a big part of that is like a lot of people like don't get that like as good practice of their locals, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Wi-Fi you can play against like anyone.
Right.
So, like a lot of these big tournaments have had like just huge like numbers from everywhere, just like players of all sorts of skills. So like it's really, I feel like it's been a huge level up for a lot of people. Oh, for sure,
and that's why I think like, so you're gonna see some of these Wi-Fi guys who are probably gonna start making some appearances at majors, because they'll probably have that extra confidence as well, and they're gonna have that chip on their shoulder saying, hey, I can make this work offline. So that's what I'm excited for. Because there's a lot of players who I guess could be considered like, Wi-Fi dominant and stuff like that. And I'm like, I'm still fans of them. I like the way they play. I think they're decent people or something like that.
Like Skittles and Gabriel come to mind immediately.
Gabriel and Skittles are both really solid players before in general.
Yes.
And it's just like Wi-Fi has just kind of allowed them to kind of expand their name a bit. So.
Yeah, get a little bit more spotlight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I think like the Midwest knows who Skittles is.
Oh, yeah.
Who else? I mean, I'm sure he's well known in a few other spots too. I mean, again, I don't know who he's talked to and stuff like that. But the thing is now you got these bigger names who recognize who Skittles is, right? So, they might give him the time of day at like X event that he might go to, get some friendlies in and stuff like that. And that's going to allow him to level up even more. So that's the way I see it.
I think it's also cool, like a lot of the Wi-Fi people, people of Wi-Fi prominence, they don't all main like the same character. Like it's all super different, right?
Sometimes.
Like obviously you have the Sonics that come through, right? But like Skittles like playing Young Link, like Gabe playing Rob. Like
you got Meister still playing Game & Watch.
Right? Yeah. You think Hungrybox is gonna do good in this game? Like after a certain point,
so
Hungrybox is gonna start dominating stuff.
Here's the thing.
Hungrybox doomsday theory.
I think so. Hungrybox is already the best in the world at one Smash game. Okay.
Right.
It's not even argued. It is the most technical and input precise game, or whatever you want to call it. Maybe I'm not describing it exactly, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Yes. He's really good at Melee.
Yeah, he's really good at Melee. He doesn't get enough credit for how good he is at Melee either. Because I get it. Oh, Jigglypuff, do this. Like, dude, shut up. He's the best in the world at this game. There's people who you think are the best in the world who struggle against him. And it's not because what he does is easy. Come on. But I think at some point... Now, do I think he can do it with Jigglypuff? I think he can make a really solid name for himself as Jigglypuff. He's beaten some good players already online. Offline... I'm not sure entirely how. I think if he was to actually drop Jigglypuff and play a top tier, he could absolutely make some results, I think.
Dude, I would love to see like an H-Box Bowser.
Oh my god, his Bowser would probably be gross, to be honest. Just
that's what I'm saying.
Just think of like the most patient Bowser player of all time.
What would be like a good character for him?
I don't know. I feel like Bowser could probably like really fit his mold. It had to be someone who's good at being patient and has mobility. I think, because I think that's his big thing.
Air mobility. You should go back to DDD. He used to play it in like Project M.
Yeah, but like, he played DDD in Brawl, I'm pretty sure. But the thing is like at that point in time, I feel like, what is it? His Jigglypuff's probably better than DDD in this game. So.
Yeah, I agree with you. He has a lot of time with Jigglypuff.
And that's the thing, is like sometimes it just comes down to what character are you comfortable with.
Yeah, for sure.
So I don't know, like I need to look at the roster because I need to be like, who could he play that's like top tier or something like that, or high tier at least.
Yeah, I mean, not a lot of characters come to mind. You can play Palu, I guess, right?
Probably, yeah. That's a character, good mobility. Thrives off patience and stuff like that.
Yeah, good air mobility too.
I mean, because
wait, you can play Wario, dude.
I think someone brought up Wario. I think I was watching his stream one time, and somebody mentioned that like Wario would probably be really up his playstyle because like you don't have rest, but you have waft, you know. And like, and he's pretty solid when he gets his confirms and stuff like that. Like he knows how to confirm into things. Like that's his game plan in Melee. So he knows how to like look for stuff and practice shit. So like, yeah, he could probably be a good Wario.
Alright, his Wario would probably be the same, honestly.
But anyway, but yeah, so Hungrybox I think could do it. Trying to think of some, like another like Wi-Fi warrior who could like do well. I'm not sure. I'm trying to think of them right now. As much as people might not want to hear it, Gaming High 9x9.
Oh yeah, the infamous Luigi guy.
Look, I get you can feel however you want about Luigi. He still beats a lot of really good players.
That is true.
And you could be like, oh yeah, it's Luigi on Wi-Fi. Dude, he still wins. Everybody knows what Luigi's looking for. Uh-oh. Is that it? Oh, this is going to be meaty.
Dead. There's been so much drama in the community over quarantine.
Yeah, there's been a lot of drama. I mean, I wouldn't even call some of it drama.
Well, no, yeah.
Or we're avoiding that
drama,
topic, right?
Drama, no, yeah, we're avoiding this topic.
Okay.
We're not talking about it.
Okay. But yeah, no, there has been a lot of drama. You are 100% correct.
I don't think drama is the correct word for it. But
Yeah, no, like a lot of the petty shit and stuff like that.
yeah, it's some petty shit, some not so petty shit.
Yeah.
But we're just here to play Smash Brothers.
Yeah. But yeah, no, like I don't know, there's what's the most recent I wouldn't want to say controversy, but like petty controversy that came out? What was it? The one where Lights DQ'd into losers bracket?
Oh, what?
Yeah, dude, so Lights was supposed to play WebJP, right?
Oh! Wait,
he
yeah!
He DQs from winners to go play Epic Gabriel, knocks Epic Gabriel out of bracket, and then just DQs the next round.
That's so BM.
It is entirely BM. And like Epic Gabriel I think was like rightfully pissed, but at the same time it's kind of like you kind of look at that and you just kind of go, man, that's pretty wild. Like I feel like I would be pissed too if I was Epic Gabriel, but at the same time I look at that and I just kind of go, you know what? It's shitty, but I kind of respect the play.
Yeah, that was the grimiest thing.
Oh yeah, it's grimy as hell. And I mean, there's other things that he's, Lights has been grimy for and stuff like that, like bracket manipulation and multi-turning and stuff. Yeah, he's been involved in a few things. I mean, it doesn't help that he kind of acts a certain way. Like, I like him as a player, but he does some things. I'm just kind of like, come on, man, you could be better than this.
Yeah, there's always room for improvement.
Right.
We definitely have a lot of grimers.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes grime is what it's all about.
Yeah. I said the Incineroar main.
Hey, I mean, I gotta do what I gotta do. I'm a low tier. Oh, I had you.
Incineroar really low tier?
Yeah, he's low tier. Look, I get that sometimes he looks like he's really good because he can get some early kills and stuff like that. But like, I remember when I tried building like a matchup chart for him, and I'm looking at some of these matchups because I felt really good. I'm like, yo, he's like a low mid tier and stuff like that, and he could still be. But I was looking at some of these matchups, I'm just like, yo, he's ass. Like he's so like
spread is really bad.
It is. I'm just like, why is he so bad? And like the thing is like you can like play Incineroar pretty well in some matchups. Like don't get me wrong here. Like he's got some things that he does that's like you're kind of like, yeah, he doesn't do too bad. But then like I don't know. I look at that matchup spread. I'm just like this is bad. Like his snake matchup I think is like if not even, it's slightly not in his favor obviously. Because I feel like Incineroar plays against Snake really well because that revenge factor is so big.
Right, and you get it for free like so often.
Yeah, and like you can get the multiple stacks, which is what Incineroar likes to do. So.
Yeah, that is his like huge win condition.
Yeah. So like so that's like pretty good, but then like I look at so many other matchups and just like easy matchups that like most characters would win, and I'm just like, I can't justify this. Here we go. Oh, I thought you were gonna roll out. I jumped into that. Oh, I'm alive. I probably could have lived, actually. I just let go of the controller.
If you would have air dodged in, yeah, you would have been fine.
Well, because what happened is I saw the kill screen. I was at like 150, and I was like, that's got to be it.
Yeah. And I hope we get some DLC news soon.
Yeah, I think we'll get to that eventually. It's just like, first of all, like Smashers are weird. Let's get that out of the way. We're all weird, but some of us are a little more weird than others. Like where you got the people who just like freak out about like there not being any news or not being any direct, and it's just like, dude, right. Nintendo is actually like actively like Sakurai's actively like everybody work at home. It's kind of hard to like, I guess, do your job effectively when everybody's not in the office, you know? At least that's the way I see it.
They've said it. They've been doing like actually their transition to like all at home has actually been pretty okay.
Okay, well maybe we'll get something soon then. I don't know.
I think like once everything settles down, we'll probably hear more. But
oh, probably.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I really want Hollow Knight to get in.
Hollow Knight would be cool, and it'd just be cool to kind of have like finally have an indie game rep, you know? Because there's been a lot of like reps either through like assist trophies or like, you know, stickers or spirits is what they're called in this one. So I don't know, it'd be kind of neat. Make you move.
It would be pretty neat.
Okay. But yeah, no, like the way I've said it, and I've said this a few times, if Hollow Knight doesn't get in, there is no indie character I think is gonna make it.
Yeah.
Cause like if it wasn't gonna be Hollow Knight, it'd be Shovel Knight, and Shovel Knight's obviously an assist trophy, you know?
Right. And we didn't disprove that theory with Spring Man either, so.
Yeah. Oh, I'm glad that didn't happen. Oh my god. I wouldn't want to hear like I would like to have Waluigi in the game because I think it'd be kind of funny and, you know, kind of neat. Just, you know, he finally gets in. But like, oh, we'd have to hear from Waluigi people. We'd have to hear from Ashley's. Oh, and I can't stand Ashley fans, man.
Why do you want them in the game?
I don't know. That's not even my problem. My problem is the theme song's not that good. I hate the theme song so much. I think it's so annoying. I don't know why you just sat there and stared at me.
WarioWare slaps.
WarioWare is good. That's my menu theme every time. But like, I cannot stand the Ashley theme. I think that's so. Japanese is a little bit tolerable. I don't know why. I promise I'm not a weeb. I'm a weeb. But like,
it's all right. No, we're all. You said before we're all weird and special in our own ways. I watch some anime too. So
some people are not weird in a special way. Okay. I'm gonna put that out there. Ooh.
Yeah, we spot dodging. Spot dodge. Is he bothering you, Queen?
Yo, did you see the chess one?
No.
Oh yeah, so it's the queen. It's the queen piece, right? And then there's the knight that moves into position of the bishop, and it says, "Is he bothering you, Queen?" I thought that one was really good.
That one is good. I didn't know I was gonna have to tech that. I'll be honest.
Oh yeah, don't worry, you're gonna have to tech this too. Oh, you didn't come out. No!
No!
Yeah, I just won this.
Dead because of rage?
No.
He's low.
You're dead because of this, though. He is low tier. Look, he might be low mid tier, but like that's as high as I can honestly give him. Like, cause I was even trying to go into this chart like I was talking about earlier. I was trying to go in as optimistic as hell. Boy, that was tough.
Yeah, I imagine.
But all right. So anyway, is there any other last minute shout outs or anything like that you'd like to throw out there? I think we're gonna try and wrap this up.
Not a whole lot really. Shout outs to all the Iowa homies, of course. Mm-hmm. Honestly, I've met so many people because of like Heartland, the Heartland Cruise League. It just ended.
Yeah.
So many people, and it's just like been really nice to get to know more people in the Midwest, honestly. Mm-hmm. So I know things are kind of hard right now with Corona, but we'll get through it together. For sure.
And that's honestly, it's one of the things I was excited for. I'm actually probably not going to be in the Midwest much longer. I'm moving, but
where are you going?
I'm going to Virginia, actually.
What?
Yep. So, but like,
cool,
Yeah, no, it is cool, and like I've already kind of talked to some people. Like if offline comes back, like Domapalooza, like I'll probably actually make a trip out here for Domapalooza and stuff like that. So
yeah, I'll try to head out to that one actually. I really liked that event last time. So
yeah, even though Nebraska came out screaming "suck their toes" a lot, apparently.
That is a thing that they do.
It's like the one thing I heard from like everybody in North Dakota who went. And there's like, they did this a lot. I'm like, so? Like, that's a major, like, vibe. That's majors, they scream all sorts of dumb stuff. They're like, no, it was obnoxious. I'm like, okay, guys, it'll be okay.
I don't like it.
And I get it. Like, sometimes I guess people can be overbearing. But, you know, oh, I thought I pressed up B, and I didn't. I just continued to fall.
Got splashed.
But, yeah, we'll just continue and finish this game here.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I'm fine.
Double,
Ready?
Double behind is brutal. Oh, I meant to roll.
Die.
Me trying to overshoot Skiff. Psych.
Oh no! What am I doing? I somehow turned it around. That's fine.
What?
I don't know what happened. I think I just I panicked because I was trying to like be a little crafty and just kind of like do it right on the stage just to see if you'd like react to it. And yeah, I'm bad at the game, so give me that shield. Okay, never mind.
I thought about it.
Oh.
It clanked with up tilt. What the heck?
No, it was up smash.
Oh.
Oh, was that your up tilt?
No, that was my up tilt, yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Wow, Nair's just really good against Greninja, huh?
Yeah.
There's another Nair. Oh, actually your Nair's a little bit better, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
You can outspace Power Nair with it, actually. It's that big.
Oh, is that it? Yeah, that's definitely it. All right, cool. But yeah, we'll wrap it up there. Again, Wake, thank you very much for kind of reaching out to me. I hadn't done one of these in a while. My motivation had been kind of down a bit, and you said, "Hey, showcase," and I was like, "This is exactly what I needed." So.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, no,
thanks for having me.
I'm glad you had a good time, and thanks for remembering to remind me to even do this, because I think we talked about it briefly before. So sorry if it started off a little lackluster. It was kind of me trying to wake up and get used to doing this whole thing again, but it was a good time. It was a good time. I had fun.
Yeah, no, you're good.
And really so yeah, once again, this is Wake from Iowa, Greninja, Maine. Super good dude. Fun to listen to on commentary. Is there any final words you'd like to throw out there before I wrap this up?
Nope. We're good.
All right. Well, take it easy, guys, and be good to each other.